Let's look at the top 11 money habits that will change your life. Number 11, be a smart shopper. Being a smart shopper can help you save a lot of money in the long run. This means taking the time to compare prices, using coupons, looking for discounts, and buying things in bulk to save money. By being a smart shopper, you can get more bang for your buck and stretch your hard-earned dollars further. In today's economy, it's more important than ever to be mindful of your spending habits and make sure you're getting the most for your money. So next time you're at the store, take a few extra minutes to be a smart shopper and see how much money you can save. Number 10, pay your bills early. One of the best ways to improve your financial health is to make a habit of paying your bills early. This simple change can have a major impact on your overall financial well-being. When you pay your bills early, you're less likely to have late fees and other penalties. Additionally, you'll begin to build a good credit history, which can save you money in the long run. With the extra money you save from avoiding late fees, you can use that money to save for future goals or invest in other areas of your life. So if you're looking to get your finances on track, make sure to incorporate this key habit into your life. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. Number 9, track your expenses. One of the biggest money habits you need to incorporate into your life is tracking your expenses. It may seem like a tedious task, but by keeping tabs on where your money is going, you can make more informed decisions about your spending. There are a number of ways to track your expenses, from online budgeting tools to good old-fashioned pen and paper. The key is to find a method that works for you and to be consistent in using it. By monitoring your spending, you can identify problem areas and develop strategies for saving money. Over time, this habit can help you to become more financially responsible and free up more money for your future goals. Number 8, grow your money by investing. It's no secret that money doesn't grow on trees. However, there are ways to make your money work for you, and one of the best ways to do this is through investing. When you invest, you're essentially putting your money into something that has the potential to grow over time. This could be anything from stocks and bonds to real estate or even a business venture. Of course, there's always some risk involved when it comes to investing, but if you're smart about it and make informed decisions, the potential rewards can be great. Not only can investing help you grow your money, but it can also provide you with a source of passive income. So if you're looking for a way to secure your financial future, the habit of investing is definitely something you need to incorporate into your life. Number 7, eliminate subscriptions you don't use. If you're like most people, your budget is probably tighter than you'd like it to be. One of the best ways to free up some extra cash is to eliminate subscriptions that you're no longer using. That gym membership that you never seem to have time for, cancel it. The online streaming service that you never watch, scratch it off your list. By getting rid of unused subscriptions, you can save yourself a significant amount of money each month. In addition, you'll also declutter your life and simplify your financial situation. So take a close look at your budget and get rid of any subscriptions that you're not using. Your wallet will thank you for it. Number 6, set financial goals. It's never too early to start thinking about your financial future. By setting financial goals, you can make sure that you're putting yourself on the path to financial security. Having money goals is an essential habit you need to include in your life if you want to be rich. The first step is to choose a goal that's important for you, whether it's saving for a down payment on a house or building up an emergency fund. Pick something that you're passionate about. Once you've selected your goal, it's time to start making a plan. Figure out how much money you need to save and set up a budget. Then start setting aside money each month to reach your goal. Number 5, maintain a good credit score. A good credit score is one of the most important money habits you can have. Your credit score is a 3-digit number that lenders use to assess your credit worthiness. A high credit score means you're a low-risk borrower, which could lead to lower interest rates and better loan terms. There are a few key things you can do to build your credit score, including paying your bills on time, maintaining a good credit history, and using a mix of different types of credit. You can also keep your credit score high by monitoring your credit report for errors and correcting them promptly. By incorporating these habits into your financial routine, you can maintain a good credit score that will save you money in the long run. Number 4, create an emergency fund. Creating an emergency fund may seem like a daunting task, but it's actually quite simple. The first step is to determine how much you need to save. A good rule of thumb is to set aside 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Once you have a goal in mind, the next step is to start saving. Begin by setting aside a small amount of money each month, and then gradually increase the amount as your finances allow. Another option is to put windfalls such as tax refunds or holiday bonuses into your emergency fund. The key is to make sure that your savings are easily accessible in case of an unexpected financial emergency. By taking these steps, you can ensure that you will be prepared for anything life throws your way. Number 3, spend less. One of the best ways to start spending less money is to get into the habit of evaluating your purchases. Before you make a purchase, ask yourself whether you really need the item or if you can find a cheaper alternative. For example, instead of buying a new shirt every time you go shopping, try looking for deals on clothing websites or at secondhand stores. You may also want to start making a budget and sticking to it. Determine how much money you need to spend on essential expenses like housing and food, and then set aside money for other expenses like entertainment and travel. By sticking to a budget, you'll be less likely to impulsively buy items that you don't really need. Finally, try to be mindful of your spending in general. Pay attention to how much money you're spending each month, and look for ways to cut back where you can. By incorporating these habits into your life, you can start spending less money and saving more for the future. Number 2, pay off debt. Debt. It's a 4-letter word that can cause a lot of anxiety and stress. And if you're in debt, you're not alone. In fact, 340 million Americans have some sort of debt. This is a staggering statistic, and it's one that highlights just how important it is to get your debt under control. There are 2 popular methods for doing this: the debt avalanche method and the debt snowball method. With the debt avalanche method, you focus on paying off your debts with the highest interest rates first. This approach saves you money in the long run, but it can be challenging to stay motivated if you don't see results quickly. The debt snowball method is different in that you focus on paying off your smallest debts first. While this doesn't save you as much money in the long run, it can provide a quick win that keeps you motivated to keep going. Whichever method you choose, the most important thing is to start taking steps to get out of debt. Before I move on to number 1, make sure you subscribe and click the bell. That way you'll be the first to see my next money-making video. Number 1, set a budget. We've already mentioned a budget briefly in this list, but it's so important that it deserves its own section all on its own. A budget can help you keep track of your spending, make sure you're living within your means, and save money for future goals. But how do you actually create a budget? The first step is to figure out what your monthly income is. This can include income from your job, investments, and any other sources. Once you know your monthly income, you need to track your spending. Look at your bank statements and credit card bills to see where you're spending your money. Then categorize your expenses into categories like food, housing, transportation, and so on. Once you have a good idea of your spending patterns, you can start to allocate funds to different categories. Make sure to leave some room in your budget for unexpected expenses and emergencies. And finally, review and adjust your budget regularly to make sure it still works for you. With a little effort, creating a budget can be a helpful tool in achieving your financial goals. Click the video on the screen to see another money-making video.